Going back into the mid-'80s, Pittsburgh had sort of fallen on some hard times in terms of transition from a steel industrial center to recreating itself. The Cultural Trust was actually a vision of Jack Hines, of the Hines family, who saw the opportunity for urban renewal to occur through the arts. At that time there was one performance hall, what is today Hines Hall, where the Pittsburgh Symphony performs, and all of the great work that was done here, whether it was the ballet or opera, Civic Light Opera, shared the space with Hines Hall. At the same time, the Cultural District, as it is called today, which is Liberty Avenue, Penn Avenue, kind of that corridor, was the red light district. The vision was to clean up the red light district and turn it into a cultural district. The buildings we're in today are from the 1860s. They were the home to what we like to call noxious uses, a massage parlor, adult bookstores. The hallmark in the very first project, and quite frankly why the Trust as a separate organization, nonprofit, was formed, is the Benedum Center. The Benedum Center was originally built in the 1920s. It is a beautifully, historically restored entertainment palace, if you will. It was the home of many rock acts and kind of a rock palace. And Jack Hines saw that as such a jewel, and then the Cultural Trust lovingly restored it. It took about 2 to 3 years. And today it's the 6th busiest theater in the United States.
Another fantastic venue in the Cultural District is Hines Hall. Historic. It was the old Lowe's Theater here in the city. It was shut down, it was run down, and then they came in and they fixed it up, and they put, if you've been inside, they put all this gold leaf on it, and it's just pretty, and it sparkles, and all the chandeliers that are in there, and the marble, and the staircase, and you're just overwhelmed by the facade.
The Trust had acquired what today is the Byham Theater.
The Byham Theater is considerably smaller. It's still a professional theater. They still have everything you could think of.
It's a 103-year-old vaudeville house, 1,300 seats. It's used 200 to 250 nights.
My favorite theater in the Cultural District is probably going to be the Benedum Center. Have you seen the chandelier in that building?
My favorite theater is the Benedum Center. I think just because of the history, the memories of productions that I've seen there.
I just loved it so much. It brought back all those childhood memories.
You have, the Benedum, the Byham. The Trust built the O'Reilly Theater, which is the home of the Pittsburgh Public Theater today. The Harris Theater, which is a movie theater the Trust purchased and redeployed. When all these theaters are active on a night, which happens quite often, we can have 12,000 people downtown in a very compact footprint. People really feel like they are somewhere. And we're also trying to make this a destination. The ideal thing would be that people don't have to buy a ticket and plan, that they would come to the district and happen upon entertainment, whether it's buskers or animation in Katz Plaza. We do free jazz in the summertime there. And so it's not just the opera and ballet and Broadway and symphony. People tend to think of the big players, but we need all of those other artists and organizations as well. The Trust believes firmly in a very active visual arts program. The first was Wood Street Galleries, which at the time was really one of the first experiments of art in a public transportation facility. Since then, we've added Space Gallery, which showcases really local artists, a street-level beautiful facility. We do quarterly gallery crawls where all of the Trust Visual Arts galleries are open. 707, 709 Penn, 2 other small galleries.
They have the interactive part of the art that is the Cultural District.
Part of the treasure of Pittsburgh's arts community is the breadth and depth of it. The arts really belong to everyone, and the Trust is very committed to making them welcoming for everyone. Well, some people might say, well, there's just too much to do. I can't go to the symphony and go to the public theater, But that's that vibrancy. The cultural district attracts 2 million people a year, which is actually more than the Pirates, Penguins, and Steelers combined. It shows not only we're a great sports town, because people do think of us as a great sports town, but we're a great arts town. The Trust is really just the steward. These facilities really belong to the community. I think that in terms of expanding the cultural district, I think that's a question the community together really has to look at. And we're dedicated to continuing to nurture and incubate, if you will, many arts organizations and artists, because we need all of those pieces to really have this vibrant arts community that Pittsburgh has become.